the FDP training that is Annadata 2025. It is my immense honor and privilege to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guest, that is Professor P.K. Dasura. Professor Dasura hails from Udaipur, Rajasthan, and is currently serving at Kusumlal Manikyalal Government University, Banswara, Rajasthan. Throughout his distinguished career, he has held several prestigious positions, including Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dean, Registrar, Director of Gandhi Human Resource Center, and Chairman of Academic Councils. He has also contributed significantly as a member of various state and national level committees, including the Court of Kota University, Rajasthan Public Service Commission, and many others. Sir has an illustrious academic background, completing his entire education up to post graduation in Udaipur and his doctorate in sociology from Jai Narayan Vyas University, Jodhpur. Since joining academia in 1990, he has served with dedication in leading universities such as MP, UAT, Udaipur, Rajasthan University, and others excelling in both teaching and research. Professor Dashura has guided dozens of PhD and postgraduate scholars and has contributed more than 100 research papers, 350 plus articles, and multiple books. His work has been presented at national and international conferences, bringing recognition and pride to Indian academia. He has been honored with several national and international awards for his outstanding contribution and is also associated with numerous universities as a mentor, examiner, and a member of selection committees. Along with this academic leadership, he has been a member of important educational boards such as Secondary Education Board of Rajasthan, the Higher Education Council, and the Labour Education Council. Sir's contribution goes for beyond academics, and he has played a pivotal role in shaping educational policies, curriculum, reforms, and administrative frameworks at both the state and national levels. His leadership has not only enriched universities but also helped bridge the gap between education, society, and governance. Professor Dashura dedication, vision, and scholarly excellence truly make him an inspiration for students, researchers, and academicians alike. Sir, we are deeply honored to have you with us today. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend a most respectful and hearty welcome, and we eagerly look forward to your enlightening sessions. Welcome once again, sir. Over to you. The session is yours.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. A very good evening to Mr. Ankur and all participants here. Friends, it's an honor to me to interact with you in FDB entitled Annadata. The term Annadata attracts attention and care of all people who just survive on Anna. The one who is providing Anna to us is a farmer. And it directly gives us an impression of agriculture, because farming and agriculture, one and same thing. When a society wants to develop, certainly there has to be certain development parameters and development strategies and different domains of the life. Am I audible?
Yes, Dr. Saab, yes. Perfectly audible.
Okay, thank you very much. And when among different domains of the life, I think the agriculture is predominantly very important domain, because without its existence, without its development, we may not we may not be in a position to survive and advance further. So development in any domain is necessary, but development in agriculture is far more necessary. Friends, as regards development is concerned, we all are aware about the Sustainable Development Goals set by UNO in the year 1915, and they have just identified universally 17 goals covering 169 targets and to be covered by 2030. Friends, among them health, education, peace and justice, equality, gender equality, hunger, poverty, all are interrelated and covered in different goals. Agriculture is one such. At least 6 to 7 goals, directly or indirectly, attend agriculture development. Here, when we just look at the target of UNO through Sustainable Development Goals and 169 targets, we just need to address agriculture development and sustainability here also. And we all know what is sustainability. It is to make it sure that the future generation, needs of future generation doesn't suffer on account of our greed and our consumption of natural resources and all facilities. Friends, and for that, we need to understand what is sustainability in agriculture. And for that, again, the very limited resource on earth is land. And we need to hand over the land to coming generation in a better form. We all know that soil is something which human being cannot create, cannot manufacture. It is nature which has only created the soil. And handing over the land to coming generation is very important for sustainability in the field of agriculture. Likewise, we need to address water also. Equally important, livestock is also there. And for sustainable agriculture development, our target should be better use of available resources. The better use of available resources can be in the form of minimum environmental harms. It is our responsibility to protect, to preserve, to maintain, and to enrich the environment. And for that, we need to have certain strategies which are ecologically sound, economically viable, and societal just. When we just address all these components or these parameters, we see that what is the status of India? We know that the GDP of India is next to that of China when we consider the GDP of different countries in Asia. We have been able to export food grains. We have been able to export commercial crops, fruits, vegetables, livestock, and animal products. We all are very much concerned about recently the strategy set by USA or Trump's tariff card. And we are sure that in spite it, we on the basis of our own strategies, our own resources, our own plans can face all such challenges as we have been successfully facing such challenges in the past also. I need not go in detail about it, but still our strategies for food grains to animal products should be such that as an estimate by 2050, India shall be the highest populated country in the world. It is an estimate, it is expected, and for that, we need to set our goals and our strategies in such a manner that we can meet the challenges, we can fulfill our dreams of making India first. And when we see that the budget allocation in the field of agriculture as our strategic planning is decreasing. Our figure attracts our attention that in the first 5-year plan, it was 15%. And at 11th 5-year plan, it came to 3.7%. The budget allocation is decreasing. It has a dual meaning. Total amount is decreasing or increasing, it is a different question. But out of total budget, the allocation is decreasing on account of what? It is a question to be addressed. Friends, we know that it was a time when we used to claim that 70% of the Indian population depends upon the agriculture. And as on today, we say that about 53% of Indian population
Hello, sir.
is dependent on the agriculture.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you, but sir, slides are not moving. It's like stuck on some side.
Yeah. I'll just make it.
Yeah.
So
Done, sir. Done, sir. Done.
our growth is 1.91% only. And when we see the ratio of import to export, what we see that our total national import and export, when we just look at the figure, import in the field of agriculture is 3.5%, where export is 10.49%. So we have been able to export more than what we are importing from foreign countries in the field of agriculture. And the components which we need to address is the management of crop, management of soil, management of water, management of insects and pests, and monetary management also. And we need to address 3 main goals. And one is environmental health. Another one is economic profitability. And third one is social equity. And for that, we understand that our strategy should be such that we address our agriculture development in a proper manner. For that, agriculture development involves importing or improving the productivity for sustainable and profitable farming system. The agriculture development only can ensure food security and economic growth. As I already mentioned that by 2050, we shall be the highest populated country in the world. So we need to address this issue also. Moreover, nurturing agricultural development requires integrated efforts across various sectors and stakeholders. And if we fail in it, then certainly we shall be lagging behind and we shall be suffering much. And for that, what is needed? I think that it is training and awareness. Training and awareness is very key because it is the foundation of economy. Agriculture forms the backbone of rural livelihood system in India. It is the backbone of the food security also. We have a historical importance and we have just shifted from traditional farming to modern farming system. We need to address the technological advancements also. The mechanization taking place, in agriculture, in irrigation, in artificial intelligence, and IoT. All these address the agriculture, and agriculture is directly linked, and it is getting linked with it. Friends, sustainably focuses on promoting eco-friendly, climate smart, and resource efficient farming. It has a direct meaning for improving the productivity, and which directly indicates the sustainability in the field of agriculture. And for that, we need to go for policy and educational support. For that, again, the nurturing agriculture development is needed, and it requires integrated efforts with various sectors and stakeholders. It has a global relevance also, and certainly we need to go for specific training and development. And for that, again, our uh, process of advancing further should be in the field of food security, conservation of the natural resources. We need to ensure soil health. We need to ensure water quality, and we need to ensure that biodiversity is maintained. For that, again, we have to adopt sustainable methods, ensuring long-term agricultural productivity and resilience. Friends, the economic stability is again one very important factor here. Without any economic stability, perhaps we may not be able to move further in the field of sustainable agriculture and agricultural development. Here also we need to address health and safety, health of individuals, health of citizens, health of farmers, and health of crop also, and safety in all dimensions also. Friends, for that we need to develop an academic network for agriculture. This network aims at to foster collaboration among educational institutes, research centers, and agricultural stakeholders. We know that in each district of India, KVKs is function, Krishi Vigyan Kendra. There are a number of NGOs working. There are agriculture universities. There are startups. Long ago, we started with Lab to Land program. And as on today, what we need from land to lab also, the problems which a farmer faces should be communicated to the laboratories, scientists, universities, scientific organizations to sort out the solutions of it. And for this, again, we need to focus on knowledge exchange. We need to go for collaborations. The collaboration between agriculture, technology, environment, economists, all these collaborations are very much needed. We have to go for the knowledge exchange programs. We go for innovation, and innovation again results in collecting new problems, and again solution to the new problems are to be searched out by agriculture scientists, and that too through academic network. Actually, the academic network is not only localized network. It is an effort to promote global and national Partnership for Agricultural Advancements. I think we are all aware of the fact that many scientists have visited the foreign countries and especially African countries. We have visited for understanding the agricultural developmental techniques they have been using. The agriculture techniques which Israel has been using has become model for all of us. And I think that we need to work in this direction. It is not to help only agriculture development in India, but it shall certainly address the global food security and sustainable farming practices. Friends, when I just mention it, there are certain objectives for the academic networking for agriculture. It helps us in collaboration and knowledge sharing. It helps in capacity building and innovation. It helps us in sustainable and inclusive development. And the inclusive development is much more important than only one unidirectional development. We mean inclusive from all domains, from all sectors of society, not only in India, but all over the world for humanity. And the objective of academic network comes to be to provide specialized training programs tailored to modern agriculture challenges. There can be training programs for different sector suiting their agroclimatic needs, specific crops, even for specific agriculture systems. We need to go for sharing of the knowledge and sharing of the best practices among our member institutes. It is more important to raise awareness about innovative agricultural technologies and sustainable methods. Friends, the academic network has a multifaceted meaning, and that multifaceted meaning is just not in the form of an academic institute. Rather, the Annadata Kisan is our ultimate student, and research scientist is our worker. The concept of lab to land, concept of lab to farmer is very important here. And that academic network is to be established, and for that, a certain key components for academic network. We all heard about the All India Coordinated Research Projects. They are collaborative research projects. They focused on crop improvement. And the All India Coordinated Research Projects contributed much in the agriculture development of the India. The projects on pest management of specific crops, management of specific pests, insects, eco-balancing, and not only this, post-harvest technologies. All these need to be addressed and to be communicated to ultimate farmer. And for that, we must have certain strategies. They can be in the form of capacity building workshops. They can be in the form of seminars. They can be in the form of annual meetings of the agricultural professionals and scientists. The RAWE program, which our students are undertaking in undergraduate level, is very important. It helps our students to understand the field problems and moreover, have a better connection and interaction with the farmer communities. We need to develop certain digital platforms for resource sharing and communication. And for that, our advanced training programs in the form of faculty development programs, training programs, capacity building programs being run by Krishi Vigyan Kendras and universities, state governments, agriculture departments are very useful. The knowledge sharing platform, they provide database and digital literacies for, and it is very useful for resource exchange strategies. Resource exchange facilities also invite student and faculty sharing, student and faculty exchange programs, and it provides opportunities for mobility, internship, and exposure visits. We also need to go for awareness and outreach programs. They are community engagement programs, awareness campaigns, and the extension department, extension units, extension directorates of the universities and KVK associated with them are working fantastically well. Friends, the academic network has certain specific functions. It is just not going and talking in air. It is with a specific plan for knowledge exchange and collaboration of research between universities and research institutes, between universities and industries. They need to attend joint curriculum development programs. Also, we know that Dean's committee reports, the second Dean committee report, third Dean committee report, fourth Dean committee report, fifth Dean committee report, sixth Dean committee report, all these reports submitted through ICAR are very pivotal in joint curriculum development. The joint curriculum development provides scope for the local conditions also. Government of India and state governments are preparing certain policies. The policies of the government, state government and central government are to be communicated and educated. Farmers should be educated for policy advocacy, and awareness creation is very important for it. Friends, for all these, our target population is farmers, communities, the annadatas, and for that, we need to make it sure that we reach to the farmers, we just interact with the communities, we strengthen the linkage between academia industry, we strengthen the linkage between policymakers and practical situations. We promote the sustainable agriculture practices aligned with national priorities and sustainable development goals. We provide advanced training and capacity buildings for the students, researchers, and faculty members. And we need to collaborate for teaching, research, and innovation among academic institutions. Friends, there are certain benefits. The benefits of academic networking. I think that the most important is sharing of knowledge. When we share the knowledge, we enhance the capacity of agricultural institutions. We also address local and global challenges. We go for innovations. Thereby, we improve the productivity and sustainability in farming communities. We go for better collaboration, for better skill development strategy. We provide innovative solutions, and we also redress the policy and we improve the policies. In the process, we provide research support. Technology transfer is very important here. The technology which has been developed in laboratories and in universities and at research institutes, they are to provide results only and only when we just transfer technology to the farmers. And this technology transfer is very important for enhancing the productivity and production of agriculture, for making our economy better. And it has to be derived through academic networking also. The academic network with industry, it helps in the industrial revolution in the field of agricultural products. We can see of the post-harvest technology also. The industries, depending on the post-harvest technologies, they need to be exposed globally. And I think that the academic network provides much profit. And this academic network can help us in enhancing our productivity, not only in terms of per hectare production, but in terms of per liter water production, in terms of per unit of energy consumption production. Because we need to measure production in different parameters. And for that, academic networking is very important. Friends, it is not easy establishing academic network. In fact, there are certain challenges. First is resource, funding. We are resource constrained everywhere, in every institute, in every university, in every department, and every government organization. We see that we are resource constrained. And that resource constraintness of we people is a big hindrance in building and utilizing academic network very efficiently. And as a result, there is a lack of coordination among stakeholders. The coordination issue can be addressed many folds. In itself, it is a big topic to be addressed and discussed. But lack of coordination is there, it is a fact. Very important thing. In India, we know that digital literacy is still needs to be addressed first, and digital divide is very much here. Even our large section of population is computer illiterate. Not only large section of society whom we call literate and educated, they are also not very much technology savvy, and that establishes digital divide more in rural areas. It is a big challenge because agriculture is an activity which is largely performed in rural areas. The barrier of language and literacy, it is very much there. We have many other reasons also. Lack of awareness. The lack of awareness is being addressed through many campaigns, government strategies, but still lack of aware of the latest techniques, latest tools, latest policies is there. We cannot ignore it. We have limits to the mobility also. And friends, there are many other challenges also which we see and we can enlist in building strong academic network. But can we think of something better? Can we think of certain strategies for strengthening academic network? First, certainly, we need to go for government and policy support for joint academic initiatives. For that, enhanced collaboration is needed. We need to foster strong partnership among institutions, industry, and policymakers. One very important thing I want to point out here is that in the field of agriculture, it has been observed that we are reverting back to the traditional farming practices, which is laying with our local farmers. Why not we systematically study them and we include in package of practices in the training programs, and that inclusion of local farmers' knowledge and practices for testing and including in the training program can be a good strategy. We need to go for certain incentives for collaborative research and extension work. Good extension workers should be suitably rewarded and honored. Our industry academia relation should be made very strong, because it is the industry which is going to use the agriculture produces for economic activities. It is the industry which is going to even fund for the innovations and researches. The academy industry linkages should be made stronger. Friends, the digital integration is again one area where we need to work. The digital integration to develop robust online platforms for knowledge sharing and communications, the knowledge sharing with farmers, the knowledge sharing with industries, the knowledge sharing with the population, general population, and a strong communication system. And for that, digital integration is needed. The mobilization of available resources, for that, secure funding, infrastructural facilities, and technological support is to be strengthened. It should be the part of our strategic planning. The policy support for making farmers empowered is very much needed. We need to consider farmers, their needs, their economy, their labor, and our policy formation should be such that farmers feel satisfied with it. Our policies should be flexible, and a regulatory framework should be very strong. The minimum support prices as being given to farmers for principal crops, through assessing the prices, support prices through cost of cultivation schemes, should be made more scientific. The cost calculation at cost A1, B1, C1 levels should be more realistic. The exchange program should be strengthened. Student mobility should be strengthened. The joint initiative between universities and research institutes, it can help us in strengthening academic network. The transfer policy of the scientist should also be made smooth. Can we go for certain innovation hubs for strengthening network, academic network? Can we establish certain excellence center, research center, entrepreneurship centers? Certainly, they will help strengthening academic network. And it is very important to focus the sustainability concept. We should align all activities for long-term goals, sustainable development goals, keeping our economic planning in mind and making long-term agriculture planning. And if we do all this with the strategic framework, we can expect certain outcome of the strong academic network. Friends, the academic networking can provide us increased productivity and profitability. The increased productivity, as I mentioned, in terms of not only per hectare, but per liter of water, per liter of petrol or diesel consumed, per unit of electricity consumed. Because the power consumption is very important. The use of water efficiency is very much needed. The productivity should be linked with all these, and that only productivity, the profitability is also to be considered. I already mentioned that the cost of cultivation scheme, when you work out cost A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, all these, and still further demarcations, we should consider all these in addressing the farm produce costs. Can we go for better adoption of sustainable practices? Can we promote quality research and innovation? Can we make advanced technology accessible? Can we make improved market access for smallholder farmers? The better resilience to climate and economic shocks should be ensured and can be ensured through strong academic network. The strong academic network can help us creating rural employment opportunities. It can help in developing skilled workforce ready for industry and entrepreneurship. It encourages sustainable agriculture practices, addressing climate and food security. Food security is very important, friends. As on today, we can claim that in India, there is no one who is dying out of hunger. And it is just credit goes to our strategies, our government plannings, and the issue of food security to everyone. But still, when we think in terms of sustainable development goal by 2050, when we say that we will be the largest populated country, then also we need to address the food security in futuristic way also. We need to strengthen industry academia linkages, and policy impact should be improved. Our institutions should be globally recognized. Our local communities should be empowered with knowledge and the solutions of the problems they are facing. And the advanced training when we provide to our farmers and citizens, what result they produce. They upgrade the skill. They equip agriculture practitioners with latest skills and knowledge. They provide them practical exposure. What in practical situation a farmer and an entrepreneur is expected to do. We can provide innovative support to them, and that innovative support can be provided by universities, KVKs, even industries, agriculture scientists, agriculture departments, our Gram Sabhas, Sarpanchs, Gram Sevaks, Krishi Sevaks, and all these can provide innovative support and innovative technology. And certainly, it will help in training component. And that training, when we provide our farmer, it will sustain with them for a longer period. It will not only provide improved productivity and production, but it will provide employability boost also. It will develop entrepreneurs, and the role of advanced training is such that it remains as it is a part of lifelong learning. It will bridge the gap between research and practical application on farm. Friends, the role of advanced training in agriculture, it helps capacity building for farmers. The farmers' capacity should be developed in such a manner that we need to address them as a very empowered farmer. It helps us in skill development for students. It helps us in continuous learning for extension workers. It helps us for entrepreneurship training. And further, when we go for the importance of awareness campaigns, it provides knowledge. It brings sea change in the behavior of the farmers and the training receivers. It engages them. Policy outreach is also one of the important outcome. We empower our farmers, and we just train them for sustainable agriculture practices that is environment friendly and resource conservation friendly. We also increase public understanding of the importance of agriculture and economic development of the nation, the importance of awareness creation can be seen in terms of digital awareness. It is very important. I have already mentioned it, that the digital awareness is very, very much useful for the making sustainable development in the field of agriculture. And for that, academic networking is pivotal. The climate change awareness is also to be communicated and educated. We need to address nutrition, food safety issues also. And the policy awareness, I've already mentioned that the awareness creation programs will certainly help we in all these arenas, all these dimensions. The technology integration has its important roles. We all are working, we have been knowing about the precision farming. Precision farming can be achieved. We may move some steps ahead by use of sensors, GPS, drones, and for crop management. For them, those e-learning platforms for agriculture are to be prepared. Mobile apps for farming advisory systems to be prepared. smart irrigation system can be used by technology, IoT. Our decision should be data-driven decision. And for them, AI-powered knowledge repository and problem-solving method should be developed. Digital platforms should be developed. And integration of linking academia, industry, and farmers for information transfer is needed. And it is the role of technology integration. It's the role of technology and innovation in agriculture. We can go for increased productivity, as I already mentioned, smart farming. We can go for resource optimization. We are resource constrained everywhere. And we need to go for optimization of the resources and the optimal use of the resources. Innovation helps address challenges like pests, disease, and climate changes. Precision farming, biotechnology, enhance crop yields. We can go for new technology. We need to invest in research and capacity building. And for that, the investment will provide us new solutions through biotech, genomics, genetics, digital innovations, etc. When we just look at the technology intervention or integration in academic networks, Internet of Things, and smart sensors for real-time soil, water, and crop monitoring, we need to go for digital platforms. We need to go for techniques, big data analytics for prediction pest and insect outbreaks. The weather fluctuations should be assessed in advance. For that also we need to go for big data analytic techniques. The market demand, it is very much useful, and certainly the agriculture development is based on all these factors. Can we make use of blockchains for transparency supply chains, for ensuring fair pricing for farmers? The technique of blockchain should be communicated to even our shopkeepers, our farmers, our stockholders, and our middlemen. The technique of blockchain can be very useful for supply chains, ensuring fair pricing for farmers. Friends, as I mentioned, biotechnology and genomics is very useful. We are moving towards GM crops. We need to develop climate resilient and high yielding crops. For that, the biotechnology has very immense use, and for again, the academic network is needed. The remote sensing and GIS has its very, very important role for precision agriculture and land use planning. Our innovation support should be addressed. Our innovation access should be addressed. Resource access should be addressed. And for that, we need global and local networking. At local networking, we can share the knowledge, strengthening village clusters. We can strengthen farmer producer organizations. We can strengthen regional agriculture universities and KVK, whereas at global level, we can think of partnering with international research institutes like GCIAR, Consortium of International Agricultural Research Center, which is at France, Food and Agriculture Organization, which is at Rome, ICRISAT, International Rice Research Institute, which is at Philippines, and other leading agriculture universities abroad, Iowa State University, Ohio State University, Columbia University, to bring global best practices to Indian fields. And it is for the global networking. The networking at local as well as global level is very much essential for establishing agriculture academia networking. Our access to quality resources. Our access to quality resources is, again, we need to go for quality research materials. We need to provide research journals. We need to have access to database. We need to create and have access to digital libraries. And it's all needed in the form of research materials. We need to create modern infrastructures. We need to provide quality seeds, efficient fertilizers. We need to ensure irrigation. What not we need? We need technological tools. Artificial intelligence is of very much use. Sensors, precision farming is to be strengthened, and we need to have equipments for precision farming. We need to strengthen supply chains. We need to have resource distribution and infrastructure, suitable infrastructures for rationally distributing resources to the farmers. Our expert guidance through KVKs and universities and the agriculture department should be strengthened. Experienced faculty members, researchers, and industry mentors should be ensured. And access to quality resources is a way for it. And as a result, we need to move towards global knowledge pool. And we have to have some strategies to create opportunities to learn from international institutes and networks. Friends, certainly for that we need to develop capacity. We need to build capacity, and we need to educate, and we need to have proper education system. And as a result, training farmers on modern farming techniques increases productivity and efficiency. What we need for it? Skill development strategies. Training students, researchers, and farmers in modern techniques. Because education enhancement provides or it empowers communities to adopt sustainable practices and innovations. It provides updated curricula. We need to go for workshops and seminars. We need to go for leadership training programs also. And as on today, we should look at future and prepare future leaders in agriculture and rural development. Our extension services play a key role in disseminating knowledge and best practices. And the integration of technologies, incorporation of technologies through artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and digital tools into education is very much needed. Our extension services play a key role in disseminating knowledge and best practices. We should have proper strategies for encouraging startups and agribusiness ventures. Our exposure should be global exposure. Our exchange programs should be with international collaborations, not only for collaboration at nation and state level. Friends, it is not easily achievable. We need to go for policy and institutional support for it. The policy and institutional support play effective role in it. We need to have effective policies which create enabling environment for agricultural growth. Government can support farmers through subsidies, credit access, and market facilitation, which is there as on today also. We need to go for strong institutions, and they are necessary for implementing and monitoring agriculture development programs. We need to have proper regulatory frameworks, funding and grants, institutional partnerships, standardization of quality, incentive and recognitions, and sustainability policies. Market access and value chains is again very important here. We need to develop efficient value chains connects and which can connect farmers to local and international markets. Fair market incentives are to be created, and farmers should have access to fair markets. They should be trained to adopt improved practices. We should have supporting agro-processing industries, value addition from industries, and employment opportunities should be created there also. The climate and resilience in building. The climate change is very, very important here. The adaptive practices in terms of changing climate should be evolved. We should be ready to face disaster situations. We have to have strategies to cope up with flood, droughts, and extreme weather conditions. Climate smart agriculture help farmers adopt changing weather patterns. We need to build resilience involving diversification of crops and adopting weather saving techniques. The addressing climate impact is essential for safeguarding future agriculture productivity. The sustainable resource use is again needed here. Efficient management of soil, water, and biodiversity. The technology integration and capacity building is again needed through policy support. It is not sufficient what we are talking. We should have strong and robust monitoring, evaluation, impact assessment system. And for that, regular monitoring which ensures that development initiatives meet their objectives. This monitoring at various levels should be ensured and should be established. Without it, academic network may not work very efficiently. The monitoring should go hand in hand with it. The evaluation helps identify successes. It helps in identifying challenges, and it certainly helps in identifying the areas needing improvement. So evaluation strategies, parameters for evaluation should be assessed and should be identified. And our decision making should not be on a heuristic basis. It should be on logistic basis. It should be data-driven decision making, ensuring the effectiveness of agriculture programs, effectiveness of our academic, farmer, academia, industry relationship. And for that, certainly the performance tracking is needed. Outcome measurements is also required. Data-driven decision is key factor to it, and much more accountability and transparency, ensuring stakeholders are informed and responsible. It will help in continuous improvement, and for that, feedback mechanism for reinforcing policies, training, and adopting improved practices is needed. There are certain challenges. We have funding constraints and resource limitations. I have already mentioned they can hinder. Opportunities include leveraging technology for remote training and outreach. We have less opportunities. We should build more opportunities. We should build more partnership with for long-term success, the partnership with industry, the partnership with other universities, other institutions, research institutions, and foreign countries. We need to highlight successful training programs that improve crop yield in rural areas. The success stories should be communicated, and we need to showcase awareness campaigns that lead to increased adoption of sustainable practices. Our research outcomes should be shared in a collaborative manner. The result-oriented, innovative pest control solution should be identified and communicated to farmers. These are the certain challenges and these are the opportunities. And a future roadmap can lead us for virtual knowledge network, connecting farmers direct to universities, creating multidisciplinary center of excellence in sustainable agriculture, and making efficient use of agriculture development through academia networking. We need to create rural innovation hubs through academia networking, and we need to empower women and youth farmers through training and self-help network. And for that, academia networking is essential, from research institute, universities to ultimate farmer, through KVK, to Kisan Vikas Kendra, through Gram Sevaks, through agriculture officers, through agriculture departments. And further, AI-driven decision support system should be strengthened, and farmers should be educated for real-time farming guidance. The agri-clinics, which are being established at universities and government organizations, should be strengthened. And to conclude, I would only say that here, for the global population, not only for Indian population, we should nurture agriculture development worldwide. Training and awareness are key to achieve sustainable and productive farming system. Our future agriculture challenges can be met only through education, and for that academia networking is necessary. We need to nurture agriculture development, which is essential for sustainable growth and food security, not only for India in 2050, but for the world population also. We need to come up in exporting agriculture products for our economic strengthening also. A strong collaboration among government, private sectors, and farmers is needed. And friends, the last but not the least, very important, is innovation and investment will be the key to overcoming future agriculture challenges with the help of academia networking, with the help of knowledge sharing, with the help of disseminating knowledge, technical knowledge, research findings to ultimate farmers, to ultimate users, to ultimate consumers. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशन यहाँ स्टार्ट होता है 5 से 10 मिनट का. जो भी पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं और इस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक पे जो हमारी थीम थी, जो हमारा टाइटल था, जो अन्नदाता हमने एफडीपी का टाइटल सिलेक्ट किया था, सर ने उसी टाइटल को, उसी थीम को निशाना बनाते हुए बड़ी मेहनत के साथ इस प्रेजेंटेशन को बनाया. और मैं बता रहा हूं कि जितनी थीम अपनी फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम में थे, किसी बात को उन्होंने छोड़ा नहीं है। तो जो हमारे फैकल्टीज और साइंटिस्ट इस पर्टिकुलर प्रेजेंटेशन में कोई क्वेरी रखते हैं तो सर से 1 to 1 बात कर सकते हैं। सर 2 से 3 बार स्टेट एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटीज के वाइस चांसलर्स रहे हैं, प्रेजेंट में भी एक ट्रेडिशनल यूनिवर्सिटी के वाइस चांसलर हैं। एग्रीकल्चर का एक बहुत अच्छा उनके पास एक्सपीरियंस है। आप एग्रीकल्चर पे बात कर सकते हैं, फैकल्टी इनहांसमेंट पे बात कर सकते हैं, फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट पे बात कर सकते हैं, एनईपी पे बात कर सकते हैं, डीन्स कमेटीज पे बात कर सकते हैं। किसी भी टॉपिक, बहुत वास्ट एक्सपीरियंस है सर का। और मैं आपको बताते हुए बड़े फक्र महसूस कर रहा हूं कि आप इस फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम के चीफ ऑर्गेनाइजिंग डायरेक्टर कम पेट्रोन हैं। जो सर्टिफिकेट आपको मिलेगा इस फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम का, उस पे हमारा यूजीसी डायरेक्टर का और ऑनरेबल वीसी साहब का सिग्नेचर होगा। तो आप बड़ी गंभीरता के साथ जो क्वेरीज आपकी हैं, आप एक एक क्वेरीज को पूछ सकते हैं। ये डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशन शुरू होता है।
You're welcome, friends. I'll try to satisfy you with my limited knowledge.
Dr. Sir, good evening.
Good evening.
Dr. Sir, may I ask in Hindi?
Whatever language you prefer, Hindi or English. I know only these 2 languages.
Sir, thank you.
Welcome.
सर साइंटिस्ट सर्च करता है, वो पेपर पब्लिश करते हैं।
क्या कह रहे हैं आप?
साइंटिस्ट सर्च करते हैं,
हाँ,
देयर पब्लिशिंग पेपर्स,
या
लेकिन जो अपना इंडियन फार्मर है,
हाँ,
उस तक तो मेन बात पहुंचनी चाहिए ना, जो रिसर्च पेपर में लिखा होता है ऑब्जर्वेशन से।
आप बिल्कुल ठीक करें। आपका प्रश्न ये है कि जो रिसर्च है वो फार्मर तक पहुंचनी चाहिए, यही है ना आपका?
थैंक यू फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, थैंक यू।
Friends, in India, the agriculture sector or agriculture education is being taken care by the ICAR.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And ICAR system has 3 components. One is teaching, another is research, and third one is extension.
Yes, sir.
The extension component has its role and specific role of reaching to the farmers, bringing the research output to the farmers and taking feedback from the farmers and communicating it to the academia for solution of the problems being faced by the farmers. Now the question arises that the research which is being published in research journals, whether it is reaching to the farmers or not.
Yes, sir.
Friends, if I'm not wrong, we started from importing food grain from USA under PL 480, and today we are exporting it.
Yes, sir.
Who is producing it? Farmers.
Yes, sir, farmers.
Yeah. We started from the green revolution.
Yes, sir.
And we have come to blue revolution, white revolution, pink revolution, and rainbow revolution, and to evergreen revolution.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible without bringing outcome of research to the farmers? It is reaching there.
Yes, sir.
It is certainly reaching there. But the quantum of research which is being published should be synthesized and should be made in the form of a package of practices. They are location specific, crop specific, area specific, problem specific, variety specific. So certainly there is enough scope of further research.
Yes, sir.
And there are certain problems also. And it is the task of we agriculture scientists to solve those problems.
Yes, sir.
And provide solutions to the farmers. And certainly, personally, I feel satisfied that today we are in the position that we are food sufficient.
So, no doubt.
It is not the right forum and to comment that unfortunately our food grain is wasted also. We need to go for post-harvest technology in a very systematic manner. We need to go for our storage system in a very robust system, because we are not in a position to preserve our food, produced food. It is just because we have been able to communicate the research findings to the farmers. And they are certainly responding it. They are responding it. So as on today, I am afraid saying that we are not communicating it to the farmers, but still there is a need to communicate more. The more we communicate, the more feedback we will get, the more problems we will get, the more production we will get. I just mentioned that we have been just working on the per hectare basis, productivity per hectare. Why not productivity per liter of water?
Yes, sir.
Why not productivity per hour spent on the farm by a human being? We have not been addressing these parameters. But certainly in time to come, we will consider all these parameters also. I think I've been able to give my opinion.
Yes, sure. Sir, one thing from my side.
Yeah.
Farmer is we give most of the inputs to the farmer in terms of seed or fertilizer or sprays like things. But the working of traditional methods by the farmers are almost same from many centuries.
I understand your problem. I have to tell one thing.
Yes, sir.
What today's topic motivates us to that we should, instead of giving seed,
Yes,
fertilizer,
sir. Yes,
we
sir.
should give knowledge.
Extension work. Okay, sir.
We should give knowledge. If we give knowledge in a proper manner, certainly farmer will adopt the correct practices, correct recommendations. First thing. And second thing, what you raised?
Sir, I am
traditional
from
practices. Certainly, yes, our scientists have been working for a long. And if I am not wrong, you also will endorse my statement that we are returning to their traditional practices through researches only.
Yes, sir. Very clear.
So that's not wrong. Sir. Because they have long experience with them in that particular agroclimatic condition.
Yes, sir.
Intercropping is, we are returning to intercropping. Earlier, we were not recommending intercropping. We are multiple cropping, multi-stage cropping. That's farmers were taking it centuries ago, and we are reverting it to it. But certainly, we are reverting with scientific background, with scientific support, scientific information. So it is a process of research. Am I okay?
Okay, sir. I am fully satisfied from your answer.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Next, please. Next. लेक्चर का एक एक पॉइंट बड़ा ही सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी था, जो खुद में ये जवाब दे रहा था कि उसमें कोई क्वेरी ऐसी बचती नहीं है कि पूछने लायक हो। सारे लोग सराहना कर रहे हैं उसकी। फिर भी 2 से 3 मिनट आपके पास हैं, आप पूछ सकते हैं।
Your question is how to deal with the limited resources, especially funds, while working in the state agriculture universities. Friends, I agree with you. The paucity of fund is there. It was there. It will remain there.
Good.
We need to go for optimization. We need to go for resource utilization in an optimum manner. We need to go for collaborative research. I have just in my lecture mentioned that all India coordinated research projects, when we just look at the output of the projects, the output given by all India coordinated research projects is really very fantastic. We have been able to come up to a large extent with the help of these projects. These coordinated projects which are being run in different universities, in different states. Once or twice a year, the scientists meet and discuss in different agroclimatic conditions what is the situation, what output they are producing, the varietal trials they are conducting, the varieties they have developed, the solutions of the problems they have searched. Certainly, it is fantastic, and They are remarkable. But certainly the positive funds will be there. It will remain there and we have to work with it.
नंदिनी, आप सुन पा रहे हैं हमें?
हाँ जी सर।
जी, कंक्लूड करिए आप।
On the
No
behalf
query.
of organizing committee of this FDP training Annadata 2025 and AgriMeet Foundation Bharat, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for gracing this session with your presence and wisdom. Your lecture today has been truly insightful and inspiring. The way you shared your vast academic research and administrative experiences has enriched all of us with the new perspectives. Your words not only highlighted the importance of education and research, but also reminded us of the vital role that leadership values and vision play in shaping institutions and society. It has been an absolute honor to learn from you. We deeply appreciate the time and effort you dedicated to this program, and we are confident that your guidance will continue to inspire every participant here. Once again, thank you very much, sir, for your valuable
There is one more
contribution.
question, reaction. If you permit, I
Yes,
can
yes,
reply.
please. Yes, please, Daksha, please.
There is a reaction from one of our friends, Mr. Anil Kumar Singh.
And Dr. Dhananjay Kumar Sharma also.
Yeah, let me complete for Anil Kumar Singh. He says that very informative, delivered. No, it is not that. It is Dhananjay Kumar Singh. At one point, you were saying that for our agriculture practices, we are going back to the old types of agriculture practices. And at other point, you are saying that the future is in all AI, etc. There is no contradiction in it, my dear friend. No contradiction. Future is in AI. Certainly, we cannot keep our eyes closed. But when something scientifically tested, maybe it is centuries old practice, or maybe it is a new practice. There is no harm in it. Moreover, the AI can help us in systematically adopting and disseminating the centuries old practices also. So AI is no hurdle in it. It is a helping tool. AI is a tool and practice is a technique. So I think that there is no contradiction in it. Am I clear?
बिल्कुल डॉक्टर साहब, बहुत बढ़िया बोला आपने। तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर कि आपने हमारे निवेदन पे इतना समय निकालते हुए इस लेक्चर को डिलीवर किया। और मैं आशा करता हूं कि नवंबर के विंटर स्कूल में भी आपका जो है किसी डिफरेंट टाइटल पे, डिफरेंट टॉपिक पे हमें एक लेक्चर मिलेगा।
देखिए साहब, ईश्वर करेगा तो अच्छा होगा। लेट्स होप फॉर द बेस्ट।
जी डॉक्टर साहब, जी डॉक्टर साहब, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मेरा प्रणाम। जय श्री कृष्ण, जय श्री राम।
थैंक यू ऑल, थैंक यू वेरी मच, थैंक्स अ लॉट।
सभी पार्टिसिपेंट से अनुरोध है कि आप लीव कर सकते हैं।